So a screenshot is going to be basically a way of taking a picture of whatever's on your phone or whatever's on your screen. So what it does is it like captures whatever is in sort of your view at that moment. It'll save that as like a picture in your gallery or a file on your desktop if you're on a laptop or a desktop computer. So that can be really helpful if, say, you are, having a conversation with someone that you want to send to someone else, or like if you are getting directions and you want to just take a picture of the directions on your phone and save them for later or send them to someone. One of the times that I use screenshots a lot is in presentations like Tech Talk or like university, where there might be a slide that says something that I really want to remember. And there's not an easy way to sort of capture that except for taking a screenshot. And then I'll have a picture of exactly what's on my screen. So that can be really, really helpful. So let me pull up my screen. We're going to look at how to do a screenshot on an Android phone first, because that's what I have. Then we'll talk about how to do it on an iPhone for those of you who have iPhones. And then we can talk a little bit about how to do it on a computer, okay? All right, so to take a screenshot on an Android phone, what you're gonna do, and I'll show you what comes up when you do this. So what you're gonna do on an Android phone, this is for most Android phones, there are some that'll be an exception. So the volume down button, which is, you have your volume up, volume down. So you're gonna press the volume down button, and then you're gonna press the power button on the other side at the exact same time, okay? I'm gonna show you what happens when you do that. So again, it's the power button and the volume down on an Android phone. So press those together at the exact same time and hold them for a second. And what you're gonna see is the screen will flash almost like it's taking a picture, like it's just to show you that that's what it's doing, is taking the screenshot. I'll do it again, and so we can look at what happens at the bottom there. So volume down and power button. You should have at the bottom a notification that comes up. Okay, you'll see it. It's right here at the bottom. You see that down there? So what you can do is you can click on that notification and it'll open your screenshot up. But that notification only comes up really quickly. So, if you see it and you click on it, that'll go ahead and open up your screenshot. But if you happen to like let it slide, you just go to your gallery. See, it's doing it again. So you can just click on that. But when you take a screenshot, it's actually saved in your gallery. So wherever your pictures are, go ahead and open that. And if I open the most recent one, it's going to look exactly like the screen before. So what it is it's saved as like a picture file. So what you can do with that is then you can choose to share it just the way you would a picture with someone, or you can just leave it in your gallery to look at it later if it's information that you need for later. So we'll do another example of that with, I'm going to go to the SMART website. Okay, SMART University. Then we're going to go to just the front there. Let's say we want to take a picture of the flyer for this session, okay? So one way that we can do this is by taking the screenshot. So again, what you're going to do together at the same time, you're going to push down and hold your power button, which is right here, all right, which is on the right side of your phone, and then your volume down button, which is on the left side of your phone, okay? Make sure you're doing the volume. If you've got an Android phone, make sure you're doing the volume down and not volume up. And on some of the newer phones, it's the power button and the volume down button will be on the same side of the phone. It's the same, still hit the same buttons. I'm just using it on my phone where they're on opposite sides. They might be on the same side on your phone. Just the way that you turn the volume up and down, you know where the down button is. So do the down button and do the power button. So whoop, just did that, took a picture, and it's saved in my gallery. It takes a little practice, right? It's not the most like, I don't know, it's a little like a funky little kind of movement that you have to do, and it takes a little getting used to. So practice it, just do it. You can do it wherever on your phone, to take a screenshot, and that's that can just be a way for you to practice. And then when you need it, you'll know how to do it. You can actually ask Google to take a screenshot, which I didn't know. So if you have your Google voice control on there, you can say, Google, take a screenshot. So on iPhone, this is kind of funny because it's really similar on iPhone, but there's just one difference, right? Okay, so on the newer iPhones that don't have that home button at the bottom, most of you probably have the ones that don't have the home button. So what you want to do is hit your power button, just like on an Android, but you're going to hit volume up. All right. So for iPhones, it's volume up and the power button. And what it'll do the same thing. It'll save your screenshot into the same place where you save them, where you save your pictures. So it'll end up in your gallery or your pictures. And then you can use that. You can send it, or you can attach it to things just like you would a picture. So I want to give you some information about how to do this also if you have a laptop. And there's two different ways for this too. One is for a Mac laptop and the other one's for PCs in general. And again, there are some variations. It could be that you have a computer that's a little different, but these will work for most computers, most phones, okay? All right, so to review, Android is power and volume down. iPhone is power and volume up, okay? And again, it might be on the same side, it might be on separate sides. So this is the first one is for a Mac laptop, all right? So if like you have an Apple laptop, what you're gonna do, this is to take a screenshot of the full screen, right? So you just get a picture that's the whole screen. And what you're gonna do for that is you're gonna hit Command. So first you're gonna hit Command, then Shift, then 3. You're gonna hold these down. So hold Command, then hit Shift, then hit 3. And what that'll do, if you have your sound on, you'll hear a little thing that goes boom, boom. And then you'll have a little image, a tiny little image of it in the corner. And it'll also save to your desktop. And you can then use that like you would a picture. So Command, Shift, 3. All right. And again, remember, you're holding down Command, you're holding down Shift, and then you're hitting 3. So make sure you're doing it in that order, and make sure you're holding them down. Again, takes a little practice. It can feel a little funny, but eventually you get really used to it. And I take screenshots all the time of stuff on the internet, of slides, of other people's presentations. And you get, it gets to be sort of second nature. You can actually just hit them all at once too. There's another way too to do, this is something that you can do on Macs, and I'll show you this as well. You can do Command Shift 4 is another option too, and I can show you what that does. Let me share my full screen so you can see that. So when you do on a Mac, all right, you can do Command Shift, like I said, 3 will take a picture of the full screen. If you want to take a picture of just part of the screen, you can do Command Shift 4. And what it'll give you is like a little, it's like a little T-shaped thing. And you can draw a square as big as you want around the thing that you want to take the screenshot of, okay? That just gives you a little more control over what you're taking a picture of instead of doing the full screen. So that's Command Shift 4. So then if you're on a Windows desktop or laptop, it's a little different. And I think there's multiple ways to do it. This is just kind of the most straightforward kind of keystroke way of doing it. And this will actually save the file onto your desktop. Some of the other ways of doing it on a PC will actually just save it to your clipboard. I think it's nice to have the actual file on your desktop. So what you're going to do for that is hit the Windows key that looks like this. It's got, it looks like the little Windows logo. And then you should have a key up here past your F12 that says print screen. And that's going to be the PC equivalent of taking a screenshot. So you hit the Windows key and print screen. You can probably hit them both at the exact same time. I'm just very used to doing the boom, boom, the one and then the other. These key shortcuts are like, if you've changed some of the settings on your phone for different key shortcuts or something like that, it's a possibility that this might not be what your phone does anymore. But if you haven't changed those settings around, this is like the default, like your phone without, a bunch of changes. this is how you'll take a screenshot. Okay, so practice that. Give that a shot. It takes a little bit of trying, a little trial and error, but I think you'll find that it's actually a really useful tool once you have it figured out on your phone or your laptop.